So, Canyon also wanted us to talk about this next topic. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Okay, Canyon's a big Panther fan, just like
Yeah.
me. Sam Darnold, and he wanted to compare the success with the Carolina Panthers compared to how it was in New York.
It's already a landslide there.
Holy shit! When you go from being he was picked third, right? Third in the
Third
draft.
pick. 2017, I guess now? 2018?
Third pick in the draft. He was amazing for USC.
Yeah.
And he shit the bed pretty hard. Pretty bad. Shit it pretty bad. Again, with the Jets.
Not his fault, though.
So, oh, God, no. And I'm about to break down the stats. Okay, so you got the Jets. In 3 seasons, he averaged 2,699 yards a season, passing.
Very low nowadays.
59.7 completion percentage.
Disappointing.
That's worse than Cam. Average 15 touchdowns a game. Or, not a game.
Wow.
A season. Passing.
That's
Passing.
pretty mediocre.
And you know what? Best stat of all, a 78.2 rating. In 3 seasons, averaged.
That's awful, actually. That's all 3 pretty terrible,
It's
terrible
horrible.
stats.
It's horrible. It could be one of the worst quarterback
starts to a career
ever.
other than Ryan Leaf.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, so you got the Panthers.
I wasn't going that far, but
Granted, in four games, okay, he's projected 4,756 yards passing, 67.8% completion percentage right now.
Yep.
He's already got 5 touchdowns passing.
and rushing.
And he's got a 95.4 rating. Now you want to go to rushing.
Yeah, let's hear it, dude.
Rushing, he's already got 5 touchdowns in the season.
Leads the league, people.
He does. A white quarterback.
A white quarterback.
A white
It
boy.
ain't Lamar.
No. 5 touchdowns passing, so 10 total already this year. He had 5 touchdowns in 3 seasons rushing with
Did he really?
with the Jets. In 3 seasons he had 5 touchdowns.
Damn.
So yes, I'm gonna say big time. It's coaching. Coaching right off the rip. We talked about it last week when we were saying
God.
Cliff Kingsbury, Sean McVay, and then we compared Cliff Kingsbury to Adam Gase, which
Pretty
that's
close
too far.
comparison.
That's too far. In my opinion, it's too far. Just being funny, but yes, Adam Gase, probably the worst head coach of all time, was your head
Probably,
coach for the first 3 years of your career. Okay, that's a big 2 years.
That's a bummer. Yeah.
That's a bummer. So the Panthers have better offensive weapons, obviously, and DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, who was his best weapon with the Jets.
Yeah.
And he's not even utilizing Robbie Anderson that much.
No. It's the DJ Moore show, man. He's awesome.
Robbie was never a great receiver in my eyes. He's good. He's really good. And nothing against him. He's just a deep threat.
I was about to say he's one-dimensional.
Right,
He's
right.
there for, you need a 50-yarder. Okay, I got you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We saw it a couple days ago with us playing the Cowboys. He had a couple drops in there. Couldn't get off the corner because his route running's not there. He's just a deep threat.
Just fast.
He'll
with some
line up
decent
on the
hands.
left and he'll run straight to the fucking right. And by he gets to the fucking other sideline, he's open.
Yeah.
So better offensive weapons. He also has McCaffrey. Even though McCaffrey didn't play against the Cowboys, by the way, he could be back this week.
Early.
Yep.
Okay, that's a lot better than it could have been. Wow.
Yeah, it could be. If not this week, it's probably going to be next week. You have McCaffrey. You got DJ as well. And
Well, I was going to say one of the things I was thinking about, I agree with everything you said, is that he upgraded from a washed-up Le'Veon Bell, right, and Robbie Anderson to, coincidentally Robbie Anderson, but he upgraded from that to Chris McCaffrey and DJ Moore. That is quite the upgrade.
Yeah, definitely.
And he still got Robbie Anderson just in case
Yep.
he needs to.
Tommy
So,
Tremble, I think he's going to be a great tight end for us.
yeah.
Offensive line, hopefully we can, help him with that because ours is fucking.
I know the feeling.
Anyway, so that, just the roster and depth chart alone and the team around him in general. Now you move on to the style. So we have changed our style to a West Coast style offense.
Yep.
Now, we do run the spread sometimes. We've got some good depth at receivers, so we can run the spread. Also, McCaffrey can line up as a fucking whatever he wants. Probably
Tight
offensive
end,
tackle.
Yeah.
Whatever he
Nose
wants.
guard.
So we can run a spread, but we run a West Coast style, and we utilize his rushing ability to go along with that. Because the reason he's got so many damn rushing yards and rushing touchdowns is because nobody thought the fuck could run.
Yeah, they don't.
3 years, he did shit on the ground.
He's pretty quick, man. He's kind of that Daniel Jones, like, wow, this guy
exactly
can
what
run.
I was about to say. He can run.
Great.
Now, unlike the Jets, who just tried to utilize him as a pocket passer in a spread offense with
no
weapons,
fucking receivers and no offensive line,
just absolute shit, and he didn't run. He had one really good run against the Giants Monday Night Football, right? It was like a fucking 50-yard touchdown.
That's right, it was because that's the same night Daniel Jones did one to him.
Yep,
that was last year.
He tripped.
Yep. It would have been the longest run of the season for a quarterback.
Yep. Yeah. So that's roster alone, a lot better. Okay, and then coaching, a lot better. I mean, we also got Joe Brady. Panthers got Joe Brady with he's probably going to be a head coach with some other team next year, but he's one of the best offensive minds in football. And did you know he was 32 years old?
Is he really?
Yes.
Wow, he's younger than Byron Leftwich, isn't he? Wow.
32 years old. So, Sam Darnold, his success is... I'm glad he's doing great in Carolina. Now, you wanted me to talk about what Terry Bradshaw said, right?
I did. So, Terry Bradshaw, I believe this was prior to the game. So, NFL Fox pregame, okay, before they played the Cowboys a few days ago, said, and I think I'm quoting this to the T, that the Panthers now have the best quarterback in their franchise history. So Terry Bradshaw believes Sam Darnold right now is the best quarterback they've ever had. And I thought that's interesting. I think I'll give my quick opinion on it and I'll let you go because I know you have quite a feeling about this. I think that it's possible. I think it's way too soon. He's played 4 games. And he's played, I'd say, 4 good games. He wasn't terrible against the Cowboys, honestly. But he's played 3 really good games. And, he's got a chance. But, dude, Cam won an MVP. Took it to the Super Bowl. DeLome took it to a Super Bowl. Was in the playoffs a couple times. I mean, it's not there yet. I think Bradshaw's jumping the gun. But I think he's right in that if this works out, he's got another year's contract after this season. If these 2 seasons work out the way they should, if Panthers can be a playoff team, maybe both of these next 2 seasons, they give him a big contract, it'll be because Sam Darnold led them to the playoffs. Maybe that's an option. I don't know. But when a guy's an MVP and took you to a Super Bowl, right, like Cam, and then even Jake Delhomme took you to the Super Bowl back in the early days, you can't be better than them after 4 games. There's no way. Right?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I mean...
Now, I think Cam right now is obviously the best quarterback we've ever had, being a very young team.
And a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I really believe it. So, I get laughed at all the time by other fans.
I'm not laughing with you. I got you.
Cam Newton. I don't know if he's a first ballot, but he's a Hall of Famer. Definitely. Will be a Hall of Famer.
Greatest mobile quarterback of all time. The stats are there to prove it, too.
Yeah. So. You look at Lamar. Lamar might beat him. But he did beat Vic, who was the best mobile quarterback of all time.
No one's going to catch him in touchdowns. Ain't no way.
Nope. Cam honestly had one of the best quarterback seasons of all time, his MVP season in 2015.
It was.
Stats to prove it. You can look at Lamar's MVP season, nowhere fucking close. Nowhere close. So, I'm going to give props to Cam. I love Cam to death. I loved him when he was with the Patriots. He didn't perform very well, but, it was a shitty season.
Yeah.
I love Cam Newton. So he is the best quarterback in our franchise history. However, it's a new beginning. It looks promising. Last year, I didn't like what I saw just because of the quarterback play, but the team around it, I liked. I liked the last 2 drafts we've had, and I love the Sam Darnold pickup. Now, Sam Darnold, we're doing good on cap space. We've got a young team at 24 years old.
Yep.
Sam Darnold is a 24-year-old quarterback who already has 3 years of experience. I'm telling you, me and our friend Alan have a bet going. Who makes it to the Super Bowl or who wins the Super Bowl first, Jags or Panthers?
The Jaguars or the Panthers, people.
Now, I made a very bold prediction 6 years ago, maybe, with my stepdad. On who makes it to a Super Bowl first, Giants or the Panthers. And I said the Panthers will make it to a Super Bowl within the next 5 years. 2 years later, they were in it. I'm going to go on a limb and say the Panthers will be in the Super Bowl in the next 4 years.
I agree with that.
Maybe less. It might be 3.
You know why I think 3? Because Brady's going to retire after next season.
You're exactly right. Brady's going to retire.
Get first in your division. Probably first in the NFC. You have to fight for the Rams with that one. We'll talk about that next. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty good.
I love what I'm seeing. Now going with, all right, so that's the Panthers in general. I think the Panthers are on track to be amazing in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Finally, maybe a potential dynasty. You know how I had that bold take with the Colts being a dynasty, and then Andrew Luck retired and they shit the bed.
Yeah.
Carolina is going to be your next dynasty team.
Sam Darnold's going to retire after this year.
I will cry.